is there going to be emergence of a system where we're going to kind of get the medical side and all of these psychedelics together? Like, for example, John Hopkins University is doing a lot of research on anxiety, depression assisted with psychedelics. So this is a really good area of research that is coming in.
Right.
As a biohacker, for me, what's more interesting is already in Europe, I've done it a few times. I have microdose on mushrooms, but like to enhance the creative side of my brain. Okay, just to kind of merge the right and the left hemispheres of my brain. And I've had it with coffee, and I've gone for a walk. I've done a little bit of writing, and microdosing is like 1/10 of a dose,
Right.
or 1/12 of a dose.
Right.
And those things excite me because they, for example, they allow you to look at something from a perspective that you've never seen. This is the same as, like, you know, the cat who's always looking at the stick with a feather, and one day the stick breaks and she realizes that that wasn't the only thing. There was a big sky outside, there were people, but because she was so focused on only one thing, a different perspective, once something went away, you get like a different perspective. And that's something that I'm excited about if that happens. Are there any other, like, you know, ceremonies? Are there any things that you know because you're tapped into a different dimension that we should all know? You can give us a heads up.
No, definitely a lot of structures are crumbling. Like, as I said, you know, whatever that we thought this is how we should live and this is how, you know, all the narratives, both with respect to the 3D structures, the power politics, like you're right now seeing politically the shift in the landscapes, the darkness of whoever we thought political leaders, it's just being shown up. And definitely the new earth is emerging, not from the concept of all of us are going to be love and light, no, but this whole integration of the spiritual science and the medical science, both these sciences are merging. And I've been talking about this quite a bit because neuroscientists and a lot of other really qualified medical practitioners, they start speaking about psychedelics, including Deepak Chopra and Gabor Mate. They are starting to express about like their journey and the importance of psychedelics in elevating consciousness. So definitely it's going to become one of the mainstream, probably sorts of practices. But you said something, integrating right and left hemisphere. So more holistic wellness practices. For example, I experienced a lot of this integration under Lucia, the hypnagogic light that then activates. Now that we've access to so many of these techniques which otherwise didn't exist before, we also now have sort of like, you know, you don't have to really sit in do 1,000 hours of meditation because, you know, 6 hours of a psychedelic trip is equivalent to almost doing 4,000 to 6,000 hours of therapy.
Wow.
That's what research says. Okay, that's the range. So now, you know, like instead of going to I'm not like, really therapists are super important. My therapist helped me so much. But if you're able to get the shadows, tuck, 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 now I know what to do. Oh, now I go and do my work. So these sorts of practices are coming up, and a lot of understanding in terms of like, you know, people embracing each other without the confinements of, oh, this is my religion and your religion. And, you know, that's sort of being broken down because all of us are starting to see that there's something larger that exists beyond the gods and goddesses or even the cultural backgrounds where we come from. We are breaking free from the confinements of our own mind. So one of my purpose as such, as much as my purpose keeps changing, but in terms of like where I'm heading towards is to bring as many people as possible in terms of, you know, joining hands with like-minded soul tribe, like soul community to elevate human consciousness.